Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. Now I know there is a major conversation happening right now about Paragon Gauntlet glitch. As many of you have heard without a doubt that there was a fairly substantial group of players who did run Paragon Gauntlet again from previous month. Effectively the situation was where Paragon Gauntlet went offline earlier than it was meant to, and then kabam, left it up for extra 2 or 3 days. But once the new event quest started, anybody could enter that Paragon Gauntlet. If you could do so before in the last month, you could rerun it once and get the rewards again. And full disclosure here, you guys know that I try to keep it as honest as possible, like with everything, and as real as possible. I ended up running it again myself. Now, I know that will be more than enough for some of you to stop watching the video, go to the comment section, and start demanding that I get banned and flammed for it. And fair enough. If that is what you want to do, be my guest, do it relatively respectfully, and I'll try my best to answer to you. And I will, however, break down the situation a bit more and explain exactly why I chose to do it again myself, because somebody informed me about that stuff, I think yesterday at some point during the stream, and I just did it live as well. You can literally find it on stream. I'm not gonna deny it, I'm gonna delete the stream. I did it, I got the rewards again. And the most important part of it was the fact that in last half a year, 9 months, I always took a very, very strong position of, if it's not intended, don't go and do it. And I stuck by all this time. Because we obviously know in past, Kabam had banned people for it, for severely exploiting things. But also, something goes wrong every month, or every other month. And for most part, or almost always, Kabam just kind of left it. People who got infinite loyalty at some point still had much of that loyalty left over for the time loyalty store got updated. We had Battleground season start early, and you could effectively double up on your victory track rewards. And I held back, I said nope. And then we obviously had the side quest where you could get all the rewards instantly. And I still just went and did my path. And in every single one of those instances, I felt like I was doing the right thing. It was a glitch, it was a bug, it shouldn't happen. Surely Kabam will fix it or address it, and of course eventually they do fix it, but virtually never, or hardly ever, they actually ended up taking the rewards away from those people, doing anything in far more significant, quote-unquote, exploiting situations. And the more it kept carrying on, because Kabam does not have a specific protocol or way how they address these things, and pretty much every single time there was a group of people who just took advantage of it and got away with it. And at this point, I just got completely bored of it. Especially, I think the breaking point was when so many people got double victory track rewards when Battleground started early. And as with everything, obviously the disclaimer still stands. These things, you do need to evaluate for yourself. I think that's kind of the problem where we're at. Because, yeah, if you could run Grandmasters, if you could run Paragon Gauntlet 15 times and farm those rewards 15 times, I consider that as a definite exploit. Doing it once in a limited quantity, you can say it is. Realistically, I personally think Kabam is just, yet again, going to do virtually nothing about it. And we are here now. Now, there are calls for compensation, obviously, which I do think that they genuinely should do. If they are capable of procuring a list of all the people who got Paragon Gauntlet rewards twice, which is a big if question, I do think, even if they're not, but, to be clear, I do think that Kabam should send out a compensation of Paragon Gauntlet rewards to every player who didn't run it again. Because there's no way they're going to ban the people who did. There just isn't, because there will be a ton of people known in the community, just like myself and so on and so forth, that did it. And it's not going to be a small number. They're not gonna be able to make an example out of it or anything of the sort. Which is, again, the main reason why I did, because last time around, we had YouTubers grinding victory track, getting to the Gladiator circuit, getting all the rewards, and keeping them. So, just wanted to make, the full disclosure on that. I found out about it at, the last day when it was live as well. I did run it. People who were on the stream run it as well. Not going to run away from it. And all that time, I was kind of eagerly waiting what Kabam's response will be before I made a video on it. And they still haven't replied. Pretty much anything. Ooh, here we are. There are obviously quite a lot of arguments discussing whining for compensation for every bug is ridiculous. I do agree, for instance. At the same time, I do think this is a significant amount of stuff. There are 7-star shards, there's tier 6 basic, tier 3 alpha, half, tier 6 CC. I do think it's meaningful amount. I do think Kabam should work on it. It is a major oversight. This, yet again, is one of those situations where a bigger mistake with a bigger impact happened because Kabam was fixing a mistake they made previously. Again, this entire issue arose just because Grandmaster Gauntlet somehow went down early. They had to put it back up, and then that caused even a bigger problem. So, in situations like that, especially where some top-tier resources are concerned, I do think they should send out the compensation. Absolutely, they should. Either way, as I said before, do I think anybody's going to get banned for this? Absolutely not. Kabam clearly has set precedent after precedent after precedent in the last 9 months or so that I don't think anybody has gotten banned, except if you are engaging in the same action dozens and dozens of times, finding some sort of loophole. If it's double dipping on rewards or, doing something once or twice, Kabam has not taken action towards any of the players. And I think that is the new standard now. From now on, when there will be some double dipping situations, again, I'm just going to make a video and I'm going to say, this is what's happening. Do it at your own risk, basically, because you never know when Kabam gods are going to change their mind. But there's clearly no point in saying, play this game straight and narrow, and, if you know it's a bug, don't go in and do that quest, because why wouldn't you? Because all the time after time, there are people who benefit from it, and not just minorly. And with that, based on how Kabam has been handling these things, I'm definitely changing my stance on it. And, this is the first time I knew that there is a bug in like many, many, many years now. And I went and did it. Because I don't think it constitutes as an outrageous exploit. At that point, I think, and, what is the most likelihood, Kabam might maybe try to take away some of those rewards from the people who did it twice, which I don't think they will. Because they do have to put in the manpower and everything else, and it isn't also that major of a thing. It's not like somebody got 10,000 units for it, or 3 billion loyalty or something like that, when they couldn't even address those things in the past properly. And with one-time set of rewards, it's kind of similar with what happened with Grandmaster's Gauntlet when they tried to fix the situation, and they just kind of sent out extra keys to everybody. Kind of like, even out the amount of times you could do Grandmaster's Gauntlet or something like that. So that's where we are at. And let me know what you guys think about this entire situation. Do I think compensation should be sent out? Absolutely. Do I think, rewards should be taken away from people who did it again? Sure, fine, go for it, do it again. But go for it, take them away. I don't think Kabam will. I do think that, the right thing would be either send out compensation to people who didn't run it again, or take away, at the very least, the 7-star shards and catalysts from people who did. Will Kabam do anything about it? Again, they have never had like a specific kind of like set of things that they do. People who did the victory track twice and got double rewards of victory track got to keep them all. People who did the side quest, got to keep them as well. And then in some cases where there's some bigger things, sometimes they try to take back some of the stuff. But as far as far as I have heard, they didn't always do that either. Even when they said they would, because they don't ever seem to be getting these things right, which is, as far as I'm concerned, to be expected, considering that they can't get the game right. Every month there is a new bug and update, and you can't really expect them to do the fix to the bug right, which is, again, exactly how the situation happened. For whatever reason, Gauntlet goes down early. Somebody has to do a fix on it and address the situation, and they addressed it, and they fucked it up even further. Now, realistically, do you think if somebody is going to send out the rewards, will they get that list right? Probably not. I'd be willing to bet that a significant portion of people who already ran that gauntlet twice will probably get the rewards again. Or if Kabam decides to take the rewards away, will they take them away from everybody? Probably not. Because, there are many things that I think Kabam is doing right at the moment in the game. But dealing with bugs and addressing situations like that and being precise and accurate is absolutely not one of them. Which, again, is exactly how we got here. For years now, I've been saying, don't do it. Don't do it. And every single time I say that, I kind of feel like I have an egg on my face. Because Kabam virtually takes, the bare minimum effort approach in fixing these situations and pretty much never gets it right. Does anybody remember a situation where Kabam genuinely kind of like got, addressed something like this correctly? I don't. It always came with more problems and with more reports of, we're going to take these rewards away. Except they didn't, or at least not all of them, or at least not for many. Like that ultimate crystal glitch. They took away some stuff from those people who opened those ultimate crystals. They didn't ban anybody for it, even though having 10,000, mythic crystals should have been a dead giveaway. Those people still keep their 7 stars pretty much. And time after time and time after time. And to be clear, I'm not saying engage in any kind of exploits at all. Only thing that I'm saying is every single one of these situations, you need to use your brain, I suppose, which is not something we should do. But this is the game that Kabam is making. And I guess judge the severity of it, judge the likelihood of Kabam taking some sort of action. Because it's impossible. You can all the time do everything right, and then you see, everybody benefiting except for you being straight and narrow. Or you can do it and then risk your account or something. Common sense is the only thing that can, remotely help here. Even then, nobody can guess what Kabam overloads. So here we are. Obviously going to be people in my comment section. I should get banned. Okay, fine. Don't think so, but okay. And yeah, very big part of this video is also because I just wanted to talk about it and also let people know that I did it myself and exactly why I did it myself. Don't feel good about it. Don't feel too bad about it either, honestly. Yeah. Let me know what you guys think, and I'm going to catch you guys later. Bye-bye. Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about